Texans offense finally opens up under Case Keenum. Case Keenum accomplished more in the last two games than Matt Schwab did in the Texans' initial six. At least when it comes to throwing downfield. Set up by a smooth play fake and unleashing passes with more of a collegiate air-it-out mentality than the conservative passing style that Texans increasingly become known for under Schwab. Keenum has thrown for at least 25 yards on 11 of his 35 completions, 31.4% since being named the team's starting quarterback. The second-year QB and former third-stringer tied a franchise record by completing 6 passes of at least 25 yards during his NFL debut October 20 at Kansas City. The anomaly became a mini trend last Sunday during a 27-24 home loss to Indianapolis, when Keenum hit veteran wide receiver Andre Johnson for first-half touchdown connections of 62, 41 and 25 yards. While he's only played 2 games and was inactive for the Texans' first 6, Keenum's 31.4 big play percentage tops the league, with the former undrafted rookie besting bigger names such as Michael Vick ranked second at 20.7% and Aaron Rodgers fourth at 14.2%. "We put him in there 2 games ago and said, 'Let's see what you can do,'" Texans interim coach Wade Phillips said. "He's made quite a few big plays and certainly he's hooked up with our number 1 receiver who, I don't believe had any touchdown passes before Indianapolis and threw 3 to him. Yeah, we want to keep looking at him and give him his opportunity." Phillips highlighted Keenum's Week 7 promotion, and several Texans credited everything from his energy and upbeat playing style to his youth in helping open up the team's offense. But offensive coordinator Reed Tennyson and Phillips, the team's defensive coordinator, were careful not to give Keenum too much early credit. The same tone was carried by several Texans, who made sure praise for Keenum wasn't seen as criticism for Schwab. "It's a great thing that we have guys that can go down and make plays," said Keenum, who's completed 59.3% of his passes for 621 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions and a 118 rating. "I think we've had some great opportunities and they've kind of presented themselves in different situations, as far as what coverages they're playing, and we can attack certain areas. It is comforting to know you have guys like that that can go down and get the ball." The Keenum-Johnson bridge during the first half against the Colts was set up by Keenum's hard but soft play fake, which has more bite than Schwab's and utilizes Keenum's undersized frame for deception. At the same time, Keenum displayed a willingness to let it rip when Johnson had an edge on a handy defender, rather than settling for the short and mid-range passes that had begun to dominate Schwab's passing style. Being able to run the ball is huge, as far as biting on a play fake and having a great running game that can create those mismatches in the back end, and let guys like DeAndre Hopkins and Andre go down and make plays down the field for us that are huge," said Keenum, who stretched the field despite dealing with injuries to start running back Arian Foster and Tate, the backup. Keenum is averaging 10.5 yards per attempt and 17.7 per completion in his small sample size. Schwab averaged just 6.7 yards per attempt and 10.3 per completion during 6 games this season. The 6.7 mark was the lowest of his career since Schwab became a starter, highlighting a decline that saw the 10-year veteran hit 8.5 in 2011, then fall to 7.4 last season. Schwab was not available for comment this week. Asked why the Texans' offense has opened up the last 2 weeks, Tennyson initially said he didn't know. Then he began to praise Keenum. "We're just trying to work the ball downfield. I think we've tried that and for whatever reason it has opened up," Tennyson said. "Case has done a nice job with it. He's getting on the edge and making things happen. People are playing the run game and we're running the ball pretty well. But that's always been the key to our offense, making them cover the entire field, not just the front, but the deep pass. We'll continue to try and do that." and Keenum will have 4 quarters in Phoenix to prove the random offensive explosions the Texans have shown since he took over as QB weren't as random as they seemed.